Ghana adesmama emamu nyina to abonunsia omamu nsam ne ama wodo so dia yensaka ame aboabo ano atodi anyumo nsia kase ba yesamfo asem krote yede bedan etiefo utie free peace 104.3 FM so okay 101.7 neat 100.9 nimi ansa wo sepa sabaka jansen akra enoti hello 101.5 FM odum kumase Ghana man tam yadunsi abodi a wote yankan kasa fidie be seduasie num ne etire kwamene a be seduasa peacefmonline.com ghana-today.com so abode etiefo benya be akan na jampanisi akwaso semdenti utinto so tunsoma na nka de mirka befa de di kase ebonmu akotine binie
ene de dua Ghana mampani abedi achie Professor Nana Jeno Poku Ajiman woni dwumadie emu no wabonsha ade akon asoya wo mo ene hwa agudie mu ensem so ofiri ho so ene ojan okon kitahudie esuafo akacheni ne kodi enkomo.
Sports and wellness creates many offshoots. So I want to congratulate you for the work you do and encourage you to do even more.
Sanso ena kane mampani nana adedanko ekufado oni enei ponsi sadom no diodano eye ora tete yonu wo munyina do onsa hye krata se na nye no nko a MPP amanyoko no kandifo abato no semtia.
We are reassuring signal that the proceedings of 31st January 2026 will be conducted in peace and security.
Ekobi efe womusa Center for Public Opinion and Awareness womu di aban betu dwa se NPP amanyeko no delegate wone womu di nkomom emufa dodoe no ano aba betu dwa se Dr. Bomia ena womu penu nemom onka se wono na se yeto aba no obedi nkonim Sanso ene yebegyina ensankro no amoni ahwe ne ekoso ewo ensanfofo emu ahanta atoye abatompeso so na sebedani na ni age se ne de yage atum se ahanta kasa no yebekire wo sukude mu yebegyina mu ewo Oil Palm Development Association of Ghana wo ma hwe ye wo mo sei afibia wo man Ghana sika ben se $2 billion na ye hwere esankrofo a efo kuntu asekwan so de wo ekontia
Ghana lusu over $2 billion. It can be everyone see if you busa.
Afenshi ebe concern for emu no opani kwanchefo bi ahya se tu Ghana emabunu fo se. Wa mu wese wo munya kwan bedi eye panini wo man Ghana so ye bia emu a omuntwa safafa bi ento ne bom enye sika wo mu hia egu wo mbotomutia. Ensam na foforo pi bi no meka we ho ene ye je obre enne wo nyudwube ede emu nchemu asomo ewo akankasemo yemfa seda emmenyumekoi.
Kasebe mu aseda yemfama Oceans Chemist. Oceans Chemist and Oceans Gala Capsules boye chi dom MTNC. We do for you everywhere you go. High sense electrical appliances na open quad showroom na doors Ghana for nani na ko na kwaje odie. Buffalo system said this year but the more dey obeso ye fiora wo ye bebo na ni sori hunu na tumi abam tibra. Na ye ma won chance na fa ko board so ho ye da wa ba na oba bitua yenka. Budget Cash and Carry Limited at the Brugins Energy Drink so boye chi dom. Pepsodent say do nia ba ko pe wonu ma hunu de bekoye no so tibaka sumasemu a wo fire dia wo say ope Pepsodent wo Henry Spices wo just spices ne doso na so ne spices bia na yedie papa no eno a eno Henry Spices Ruta natural product edi Ruta mixture ba Ruta Titanic so bo achi do mebo apomodin pa eno ti se wo apomodin ho nsem bekoye wo fire dia na wakwa ko pe Ruta natural product omundu pa hudu ibi Lawson Herbal Center the Lawson local mixture bo just na papa e yenti Dr. Lawson no na mo afanse nkwa na wodie everyone need the virgin doctor san say Lawson local mixture boa ama magina no aye virgin eko bangi se ne abefu sika se mudwadie na aba eti bia ukra usika no so mo for abefu sika se mudwadie ni nya adwuma usika no firi ho na for beto the Pan African Bank eye Eco Bank cancer mixture abedum Ghana abedum wiase enkane na yenim se saburo no waduru enkane na yenim se attractis yaduru duro na aka diamo dodo na aka nkonyuma dodo na so na ne obusu su poma saburo da woroma cancer mixture ba etipebi na anopabo enumrebo saburo ne arthritis ubedi sunkunim we ye ni numekwa bo ye chidom kase bro ye de ba besumwo akenkanfo eye me Sadat Muhammad mene
nana ama anotifo enafe
amansan ti ame kwabena mafo Africa se boni nchiremunie enne Ghana mampani abedi chire Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman ewotu anamo ekwahye emienu ekosra wo no hye se de wotumedie esi ekro na de edikan okopia mu wo Minister of Sports and Creation na bra woduru honom no ene obi mpani mese mami odende awa tu womo ma ne nsuo no ye ma na konya tena so ahade aboko ba pani wona wonam ene wotre so wo oba ya anya bone oba besra wonum ahye womu tumedie sedi esi kro na sinto bi wo honom wana se bibia wo pese mpanimfo tenso a wotuhu anamo na nunu wobo wonum abaso adwuma pa womu ye womu ntonkoso a resetting Ghana agenda no enu ne anisuade hunu a asoya wodo no nyina afanya adwuma na wo sere wonum se sports ministry honum ade ba ko ha tene pa eye sika ye benya na yade aso ye sports no emfe enti wo sere wonum se ye fra bibi sports fund asoya no ntetre won kwaba mu na won pa kwa obefa so a wo benya sika ne yade asoso ya gudie mu se ba no bo se ba no mirikatu o high jump o lawn tennis o sports wa hudu ni nyina ye benya sika ade akrakra.
Sports and wellness creates many offshoots. So I want to congratulate you for the work you do and encourage you to do even more. I hear you on your fund, and I want to urge that we find many ways of populating the fund, of raising the funds. Maybe beyond appeals, even creating the facilities that generate the funds and taking very good care of them. So talking about the management and so on were very important for me. I mean, in your achievements is to ensure that there's security, that there's proper screening, because we don't want people to suffer unnecessarily because of the discipline they have chosen. And that is where health comes in very strongly. And talking about the fundraising, you are talking about the broadcast rights. So I believe that these are all ways in which funds can be raised. So I want to urge you to do more of that.
Amanyere mo ho na montratra mo kwabe mo pa kwan ya befa so ayebenya sika na yede asoso ye sports no emfe. Weye abra okopie mu ewo Minister of Sports and Creation. Na ofiri wo no otoa so ko Minister of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation. One was saying na wa to e ma mi odende tenase a had ya boko na onam en wasi wo ba ya wo ba be se wonu komoden se wanyini wo hunya aduma na reset na agenda ni so ade hunu no entumi emrem afa wotumedi a wodie no ebia no wo hawo bi bibi nkoyie asem bia wo pese wo mampani so tia wo ba betie na wakwa akobo ho amane na momu wo sere wonum se empani si adija wa ne de asoa wo wotumedi a wo ye no eso ani wo mu ntonkoso but one tretre won kwaba mu na nimdia wodo a eba bebi aseso wakwaje aginkyire fire ye betumi aboa na wotumedi a wadi be konkan no aya wonya no saa.
We need to take our responsibilities as seriously as we can. So I want to congratulate all of you, to encourage you to do even more, and to assure you that we are there to support you, to ensure that Ghana succeeds. Part of the visit is also to break down and to establish probable familiarities, to ensure that we are advancing our country, that we are leaving our country in a better shape than we found it. You are properly placed to support the minister, because you all understand your roles, and I urge you to continue to do even more, because we are all working to ensure the success of our country. That's a prime responsibility, that the success of the country, as it goes through the success of the president, as it goes through the success of the ministers, the agencies, all of us, regardless where we are, we all want Ghana to be successful.
Success, all of us. Dear Tessa or Cassie, Ghana Mampeni Abedi Etire, a professor Ajay Nana Upoko Ajamai, Patricia Sefafe Sadauruma, and your tier for TB.
Ekobi ayefra wa Musa Center for Public Opinion and Awareness. Opening pa ya wadano ayora Michael Donyina Mensam. Na wase womo to anamo ayenhwehwemu. Enhwehwemu ni nyina awie ye se. NPP amanyoko na twede ampo Nyankopon ya atomo a. Obepon bosumi ayewomu ni de toso duasa ba ko de nkokromoti akokasa. No yi kandifo de amanyoko no. Emu mako empim yenu ahanson ene aduokron emienu 2792 ene wasoso wo madwena hwe ahebebi a edu so mo koto aba no a wo beto mo aba no ede awie woni wo munyina kasa ye no aseche ye se Dr. Bawumia ene adi kane nemum onka asase ye to aba no a Dr. Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia ene bedi nkunim esan se wose wunim se delegate no abato no obi a wode nani adi eche party ase se wo mo ka we no eche no mo ka da foforo afi okotia adaka nim kura no asasi matete na aka no wode kokromoti esi so no ene so kura no sanso ya da foforo enunti bibia no a wo ka kire se Dr. Bawumia ene bedi nkunim nemum delegate dodo na one wo mo kasa ye no won kasa a wo mo ka ye nyina kire se ba se wo mo to aba no a Dr. Bawumia enaja wo mo dodo na ebeto amano wotrase SSC ye olu amensan se omugusu ne delegate no edi nkomo no enaja emu ohamo bupen no ben se aduonu enwotwe 28% ekire se no kwasem omu akra asesi a wo mo ti yakura no se ne wo mo so beto amobinti bia ekire betimi asosa wo madwen na kire se 28% no wo mo nya NCP so wo mo to akwa ha anase wo mo nto nkwa ha sei afen so kwa no emu ohamo bupen edunso 17% sei mo mo kwa no mo nya hunu nipo beto aba no edi ama ne pote omu tie nipa num nyina enum asem na ebre no du ho a ena omu nim dia wo mbeye na wo asem na wie nyina yesese ba se ye kwa akoto aba no a Dr. Bawumia ena ehwira kwakane na mu enye wo no ena wo sisu dua se obedi nkunim.
So far, report no Dr. Bawumia no front runner. So Mr. Dodona only the most popular candidate but report no say idea for gone conclusion say Dr. Bawumia Bawumia I don't say eka say omo vote no 28% eka say omo timi asesa omo vote last minute that means there's a fluidity there and omo vote this one and omo 17% so ka say omo margin.
Ora Michael Donyina Mensa say efa etwa to ni womo Center for Air Public Opinion and Awareness womo ni delegate ni di nkomo no say emu dudu na homo bupen aduana emienu 42% say one per Dr. Bawumia emu homo bupen aduasa en 34% say womo pe kane asen central na shebedani akompre ko ohene e Japan afedi aka no womo maka ne ntwemfa womo bo na womo nchei.
If you look at meter 40, meter total am boy 2,792. A new 42% cafe, Roberto Obama, Dr. Bawumia. A new 34% cafe, Roberto Obama, honorable Kennedy Japan. A more candidate, in total of a new 7%, and a Roberto Obama candidate on Marcano, in Timmy and focus on almost of. In the kind of Marcano, let's say, Dr. Bawumia and honorable Ken, no, you be outside 50% of their courses. And now you're trying to say, my dream, no, say, a juma, now from my dream, not a move go now or data cry, a view of Volta, a view of Western North, and a bit I think Western region.
Adeshaba machame enim na sem kan wose na da wasumo nipa yetene nken Center for Public Opinion and Awareness Executive Director Ora Michael Donyina Mensa sansemi yamana wofo George say ene de somye
empedifonu na yo na nimu wosna ba nyekwa MPP musa won kwojo say ohim franka e wosna ba nyekwa MPP dimu na empedifonu mu ino rumunyanfo Kennedy akompre kwa Japan engineer ko Japan Dr. Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia Dr. Yawose Educhum and Dr. Brian Champon. Now, Penifo Cassa Impuna, I was not going to MPP mu, and Penifo Dan people Mojuquano, and in Penifo Muisia and Lisa Hotel. Wakuma Swadi and Wendy Sodu Renessa Subientias Yapam, and Penifo Widow on Sabashasi, now a dear dance say. Now, who poyat Babusuya about to them people Mojuquanim, or whether woman who will find out for the top of the floor about to remain with Chilsono. A dear friend of Sumji. Because Natina MPP Muna my Ghana so to many as on fast war. Now you know they say and a presidential election committee chairman was some someone you call MPP or the for Joseph Oseusu. Do not himself when you wise opinion Casa was and I was 7 before he say. Now come and swat dear and say peace pact na mpanyinfo do mo sa hyehyɛ ase no owo beti ase na Nyankopɔn ya dum abato na chire no owo behwa hu ni sɛ ade afre na somdwie ebekɔ so na di ehim ewa mpipi mu na wɔsan srɛ sɛ abato no bewiye na nipa bi a wona wosi ahene ebeto aba ne di ama no no ɛna ya ka chi no munjintum enya menti ase no mu hwa bi ani dabi so munjitum ebeboa ama ni daso MPP ɛwɔ sɛ 2028 to metima di tumi no sɛ ni daso no akɔso nyini na ayekese
and the police because they are the only guests, so to speak, that we invited to join us. We gave them 11 o'clock, we delayed so much, and they forgive us. We could have done, should have done better than this. So, ladies and gentlemen, the main purpose of this peace pact is to get the contestants to accept that the process has so far been transparent, inclusive, and fair. And we want them to commit to accept the laws, and we want them to commit to support whoever wins out of the 5 members of the team. We believe that this will allow or enable members of the party to build the sufficient confidence we need to be able to freely campaign and vote for whom they choose. Faith prayer that this fight will be taken seriously as a fact, finding at between them with King of Saints, their party, and our board. I pray that at the end of it all, the Negotiating Party will come out of this stronger and ready to face 2020 elections. Thank you very much.
For Joseph Oseusu, Brother himself and Joe Wise, opening your presidential election committee chairman or some MPP. Nene and Chogun and the Cassachino, and Canega Mampini, Nana Adudan Kokufado, His Excellency, opening to Cassabin and Pinfon ready to open said ne, or may you many some quando, some him franca. I was someone who couldn't MPP, now so I also move to say, and Pinfon will be one more sorted by what a chairman you call MPP. And into the wind to me, Cassani, MPP, and as a baby, you go up on a bonjo so, and to be Freddy back, can some of the go, someone you can be who or say they be a cobasa, and our own son fata. So, some people when you go more and I'm pressing what about the Nasi and Toswaba, Safranca to me. We did also say one, so won't you say? Now, go point your 31st about to be quanimono. A dear friend of some young to turn us, yes, I bring about to bre and about to Tirino, or about one now, some Yakos, what 10 people when you couldn't. Now, was saying also said a post sign who represented to you. See a council, you want some of the police at Juma. Into a best as a person, some more Mohammadin. Men and company at the 31st. When I will see a delegate to be Freddy Boko Twabano, or Bambo Hunsem, Ebukoyi.
The proceedings of 31st January 2026 will be conducted in peace and secure. IGP will count on you and your men and women to do a good job. Your supporters, the grassroots, and the youth of this party are watching. History will judge not only who win, but also how all of you conduct yourself. Let me be clear. The MPP is bigger than any individual. No ambition, grievance, or faction is greater than the elephant. Leadership contests must never weaken the collective core. Unity is not optional. Unity is not a slogan. Unity is a strategic necessity for victory.
Ankane Garamampani Nana Adudankwa Akufuado. Now, Mampani Cassati and Urumana for Hackman Uswajimine. Opening NPP National Council of Elders when anyone taking in our soon pain. Say, I'm on next swafo, Eddie Amo, my Ghana. Opening so Cassabi, and I was there one now, better about one of media who was one as was about one MPP. So, who say we will find back also about what my son say, did Jawu Nimunanam. So, one rate no one says about one person because who say you are one kind of nuntum. I don't know who we are. As we are when people mun ebedi go into the national one electoral commission of when people so mun hwe hu say about one e hu mo fon be koso wom no obedi nkunim no obedi atumi say medi nkunim no obedi so no waje atumi say wi aware no wawe ne frinchem.
We must all accept the fundamental truth. At the end of the process, there will be only one winner. The peace, stability, cohesion of our party will largely depend on how we, especially the candidates conduct themselves after the promise. The processes leading to this point have been fair and transparent. We therefore appeal strongly to all the candidates to remain absolute in their confidence in the Presidential Elections Committee and the established institutions, including the Ghana Police Service. There is no need for private security arrangement. Trust in the system that we have collectively built over the years is essential for preserving peace and order. If any of you have any people who are going to give us problems, I say dismantle them now.
Oromanyan for Hackman Owusu Ajima opinion ya titinani NPP National Council of Elders nenie na eno achi no posi sahin owura Christian tete yehunu opinion so kasa e wo NPP monye ukono mpanifo ano hoba Ghana fo nya no bo ya no hoba se police de omode hihie pa gu apono so manta medusia Ghana fo na nyina ebehu police wo ho endi se wo to aba ne bi delegate na wufre de kwakoto aba wo dada esanse obambo ho nsam de police behwe na waka.
We have been able to make our operational plans. We have met all our regional commanders who are responsible for these areas where these elections will take place. We have gone over all the preparations over and ready to go to the field. In the section of Boku, that is the area that we may need the support of the military. And so we have written to the Interior Minister to inform the Minister of Defense so that we have military support in Boku. All other areas countrywide, the military will be on standby. We are assuring you that at least 70 is the least number of a police number that will be at each police station.
Police sign ni owura Christian tete yohunu. Na ne kokro mu no Dr. Brian Champion and Pinfo no mu waka hudu ono so kasai e na wo tie se wono wodan no woda sanse Pinfo kra count ho se nkroma wo hono mo babi ondi ade enti ade de ni de aduru no so enti onim se 31st be kwa wie ye no ye bebo ni din se Dr. Brian Champion wo na wo him franka e de ma wo so ma NPP.
But I've been around the country. I've campaigned very hard in the last 4 months. I'm the first person to have finished my campaign to start a mop-up in some regions of this country. I've been in elections since 1992. But I'm saying I've been in elections since 1992. If you will win, you know. If you will lose, you know. And if you have to fear delegates, you know. I mean, I know what's going on, and I know that God is going to give me a big win the next week. I have said this up to times that is what politicians do, and this is not fake. If you lose an election, you support the victor. But in this case, I'm praying, and I know that all those who are going to lose the elections, the 4 others, will support me.
NPP. Dr. Brian Champo di mo akotene ne na atwagu Caleb Kwadwa Day ene de amadeboyi ebesomo yen.
Emra sebetani a wotina ma de se wo Ahanta West. Honorable Mavis Kuku Abisu ene wakase na tumedie bi a wote tumu ene won kran ha se wokọ Ahanta hono mo a wobetume de wono mo ankase wakasa e de akira de wo school eye Ahanta language e friend say Ayinda. Na a bureau of Ghanaian languages and womuti said media tumu ewon kran ha na no no na bo hetre se wode aseda eni kabia bema Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Minister of Education sasansi se we womaji atum na atakura nkasasi edi atuma dada but jampeni se is better late than die. We ya abai wo matina wa tu sa wukọ Ahanta ne mpotemu a enkwada bi wo hono mu a ya de brofo kire wo no mu ade a asa wuhu mframagu wo no mani so eno ansa wote wo no wo tane ni kru de wo kano ekukura ntana so ba sa wo de wo no mu ankasa kuro mu kasa ya wo kano wo hono mu na kire wo no mu ade a wote ase pa omukura tumidi wo hosem bi ebra wo kira de no a san kasa na woka enti enya de kura so obete de wo kire no ase asembise bi asesu obisa no ono so betumi abisa bi but was re adese wo Ahanta ne constituency ho no ne se enne ejapade akase pa ba tan betumi de eja ne ba eya adesua enti wo invest more e wo nkwada no education mo.
conference is my any fancy is yours. And I said, I hunters as we are from Shama, Bessico Second, Takrade, Efia, Amondo from Apawan down to the conference in Moinaya Hunters. Fantine is money other language went. And I said that Lams Hunters, you ought to be iron, Senamika, you tried years back, in Nabasa. Used to me now, say, and Colani who say, Hunters who slavery never this one hunter manner is even worse than the video. Inside and a see a true book, say a true history. No, Palans went to Messia, Emma what I say, it's me not say a true history one hunter Casa Emma or which me Rigia. I said, a local trace is a true book Casa.
Apia, where am Rasaba Jania with Nama this year war a hunter west. Honorable Mavis Kukua Bisu. Nani Dietina, acting executive secretary, Emma Bureau of Ghanaian Languages, Ora Ebenezer Ahiato Esquire. Adibi kan what's the Ghana for say? Yan yang kasa, ye kasa no ye kawahano, yema yini ending home. Sebia obeko school, near Becatre will be say, don't speak vernacular. Baby crampo dear, be brain to me ante brofwen to me express ye who say ye moi de besin nenina, aya brofuya. To me in Cambia, no I am more. We are penalta one corner, pound wasam, ye be cabrofi, cocabia cofa some abreu, into to baby, a small more canoa, etinia to me nibi, or more say opinion wa, to me found the anchor. And you ought to some a cabro for a best remedy, Mamentram baby. Now will be casa, will be a hooka near Teteno. And so be sour no casa nucrum casa, ya one quadabe bre wa Ghana hanmoa. Ya wo Ghana, womo papa no womo mamma ya Ghana for a beefias antiatum fanta for ya womo mampo, woman tichi casano. Enti a ye. See a desa case, a day at today and quadano idea.
Ebi back one come up so. I'm gonna walk out your face say yeah it will come for no. Especially cram or more and your season accent. Your face will become profit so pro here. So any pump man it is within the PM and no break. We are history countries are they develop word in most of them are more local languages and no more develop because local language there and then you question the 10 the best real said the fact is will become English and then just any kind of what means you yeah and no so interested sabi oh when you
the say acting executive secretary Bureau of Ghanaian Languages Ora Ebenezer Ahiato Esquire Emmanuel Akoli na dawroma ene oboaboa no a asadat ye nia ye Ghana fo ya ye kati ya ye kabube onim se bebre ye makura antichi
enwanwa
ye man tichi o
okofi abrofo no a
oh tese wa ade afre ni ti no kuru wonim na de ba
ofa na ya wofo na say education system na amasa aba
nyansu se ni mu nyansu se ni mu na shiatra
school nkwala temi kan brofo a
na ye school
papa na nkrofo beba
sa aya ade a wo mo de say yetiri mu no
the perception is what brofo wunim ade
ensentro ju me kura sa say o kan twa ni say brofo no wonte nti amanfo kura ba excursion ho mo bisa say mo script na ade na e ni twi na e wo brofo so wo hu nti amanfo bi adwempo
sa uko school a untumi express hu me mbisa question wo class da ampo me chese omunni nkomo ma me fama no ntumbi sa enkofu group bon komo me nko me mpese obi abe kabrofu bi a kire me
public school akoda na bi free private school aba nse private school no ya
omokabrofo pa
in quote but an idea
okay
generally yes anete na ya twere wo school mu wo se wo katwi ya bebo na private school ni no ntokwa bi na ba ya chinyejie na ekoduru so omototo wo nsa na obo school ni ba akwa abeto no public school ho ene ye di omokọ teachers anim staff common room so omun chechire mu obrofo na de ono public school obrofo na ebu ye du ono so de ya kuna kana semede
o chire mi aka bi ma no
o di susa mi e ba ni se
say me o de sa na
public school ni chire mu a ade ne shi na kuma mi eyi no no bu nchire na de o private school no
ayoka ya buru free enyere we so na ya hume ka se bo so ya ba ni aka chiri bia no ya de beto aso.
Want to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. Don't be any paint, be paint. The luxury acrylic paint. Paint me champion. When you want to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. Don't be any paint, be paint. The luxury acrylic paint. Paint me champion.
Adesimama ya bia abama yento akasia no so en na kane na ye kan eye railways development opani na na edasa so en no oromanyafo Joe Garten ode atodwa se obesere obi biara wonya kwan esom ewa aban mu anase mpo aban na nyuma eku ahodo wonya kwan esom wo ho no osere se nipa ne se ya de wo so odi hye ni tim ewo ne dwumade no mu na ye se sapapa o twade ato ho na kine bi so woni ho no wo bi ba yetimi abonidin aka asem sense nipa ne ba wo ba nyina na dwe na koma ne bibia yesi wo benya bibi afa firi office ho e de akofi akwakoye japade kese bi e de amane ho wo se ya na eya awe ho papa se enei obia pese wonya aban adwuma ye nipa no so unidi nkomo kwa akiri a woni hyehyɛ ye foforo bia wode ba beboa san so ye kro no awo no ne dia ne se anya hwe no bosumi nsia de kwa wo so wonya ka bi dam afe ba akontem wo so otimi si ne fie kyese ono nko adwene wo no ane ho enti de obeyi ama adwuma no apagya no eno de ya na eni ne tirimu kura wo se o ka magana de hye ate asese o kai pa mampani akufo adobo ni din Abrano wo be ye railways development minister no wo se wo ye nhyehyeye bi railway school no wo de asuafo makoma ha mensa 300 ene chance sa abran na mpanifo a wa ban mu krampo titiru twetwe no wo ma na ye public servant wa so ye no mo so twetwe ne pa sa weni wo kire na wo de ye kodi awuziwe na we de ko he na so osinkete ama nei suku na nyine dum pempen so se wo mu asuafo makoma empemiensa 3000 o se show ebianie wanya agina mu wabrekra na na kobina enketia wotoso num ne hostel mu siye ewosa railway school development wa wo hwama enema konkan e na wo ka kire wo mo se otwa asabito wo enti obi hwe so ensua bi.
We should make this school a school of excellence. And public service is not about what you can take away, it's about what you can leave behind. And that's exactly what life is about as well. Because no matter how much you gather, you leave it behind. To hold the public position, no position is for life. A public position, you leave it. And so, what will you be remembered for? What will you leave? Remember you for the good things that you have done. So my advice to you young people is that you are all in leadership position. Have your own vision. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3 says, write your vision upon the table. Though it shall tarry, it shall come to pass. I know that if I come here in 10, 15 years time, I won't even recognize the place and may get lost. Place is changing. What we started has been developed upon.
Nipa yetene kan kane railways development ministry no wono ena na eda no orumonyamfo Joe Garten afa wo dwumadie no ase no Western Regional House of Chiefs ono kro ya ena ye udru esikado a traditional council no woda no na wo say ene de ekoso no kwasem say de opani ne kan ne kwan so no afa nso so kra no railway school na panifo chance etu ho na mo no sa be na ebre papa mu pa esense pempen so wo man Ghana ye no yehia engineers a mobeboa atoto enema yie ene architect mobeboa na ahyehye wo man Ghana wo bra ye nyini ekoye ne mu
SSS, all of them for this STEM education. And you can see that it is God who has created this space and this time to be of benefit to the whole community in the country. And then this becomes an engineering thing. Around 1900, about infrastructure and so on, then what you need, most importantly, is engineers. This came at the right time for us to look at, because the whole infrastructure of Ghana has to be redone. in the interest of Ghanaians, not the interest of the white man who came here to take a country and goods away. When we invest, and whenever we invest, we think about people coming from outside to invest. Dr. has shown that we need internal things, that development comes from within, and it come from without.
Nipa yetene ken Western Original House of Chiefs wano ene ya president Nana Kobina Inketia Watosunum. Woodrow University of Mines and Technology Professor Richard Akwesi Amankwa a vice chancellor was in the kwasem sukulu enyini. They say they yomo how kakra eye biaya esuafo edi wonti ebeto eno krenti na ene dese ene Nana Kobina Inketia Watosunum aboa esi hostel ni bintu wo nyine bo wonsem edi amanu.
The number is 3,300. I'm hoping that by the time fishing season is over, we will be about 3,500. With this large number and the path that the school was working on, it became necessary for us to get some very strategic partners to support the work that is going on here. Thankfully, we encountered a distinguished personality in the person of Dr. Justice Amo. When students were admitted here initially, they had to look for a place to step when they were walking on this road.
Nipa yetene ken aya University of Mines and Technology Vice Chancellor Professor Richard Akwesi Amankwa. Engineer Dr. Justice Amo wanona Woodrow Jasmine Construction Limited oye Executive Director ewo ho wono so chese no kwasem ye hia so my Ghana emabu no befa adisuani ye pa no mapem ede akọ omanimu esanse wo mo ne edache enchirima enu nti no hunu se sukuu no wa hu ye hiam ewo bia ye suafo ndi wonti beto no wanya na so wetu anamon.
The idea that students do better when they live in a safe, decent, and supportive environment. Many tertiary institutions face serious accommodation challenges, and the Esikado campus is not exception. Posters are therefore our humble contribution to reducing that burden and helping to create a space that supports learning, discipline, and personal development. Small hotels concepts includes space for religious, recreation, and healthcare facilities. It also includes a training and counseling center for our dear students, and each block has a capacity to accommodate over 500 students.
Engineer Dr. Justice Amo, Jasmine Construction Limited wano eye Executive Director wadano apia dankwa Rock FM eni amanebo for this ansemi esumye.
Ekwa forward abe eni wana oyinwo. Wonkabo muko eni wo Palm Development Association of Ghana. Na empenufo eni wonu dem wo so yitire mu say esu ne ban bi kwaso oman mu a emwa oman no. Na enam so mache safi bia na oman Ghana yahriska be $2 billion USD. Ene say abe no waye ho adwuma no waye ngo na wie no ba bia Ghana wo se yango no kodunu be ko no yese ngo bia ba obehwehwe mu na tese ngo no emfiri Ghana amafo nam sebu akwan so otwingo edi wuro oman Ghana mu a emwo ma wona waye ngo Ghana ha se no odwumadie entimi nkoyie na panyina wode ekoya no ene wura Paul kwabena mani woni santwefo di nkomo na wo tire mu say en tese enam so ma wona waye abe no omudwumadie no eto ape won so woyi ngo no woni so adi hunu ene wakoma so ade no senka wo kire bi no obeye sa adwuma ni wadi ye wabrabom no efom kwa ne ko esanse ngwe ikura wi a unya tofo esanse obekodwa so no na tese bi nam se bokwo so be wuro oman Ghana mu dada wode no oton ayenye omusu se ekuo omotu ho na mo aye bia nanso mpenufo se atenkwa ne kwa won yenye ento mu gina so asere Ghana Revenue Authority mpenufo so munya bi mfamoa na wona wode ye ngofa se bokwo so be piem oman Ghana mu no yentimi mbre omudwumadi ano ase na Ghana ngudwumadi no enyine ne ntumpon.
The current Ghanaian demand of this oil now, we demand almost 400,000 metric tons. It is a 90%. And then after the oil system, we catch us say Ghana will lose over $2 billion. So can the anyone see if you because common tire the sorry one almost more gaba. And to me, the main catastrophe because they know on your now this over the tax. On one almost say. Amwani ngoni na beba Ghana mu ana omo de omo ayi na yakuafo na boka ya enu ne ani abre for the past 3 years me say ya point engagement with GRB ya ni omo to adamo ebi kwa wo a ebi a ni omo come market mi see position for omo ko no one ka so ma ho ki kan say omo nye interested
na enu akire no enu owura Paul kwabena meni Original so na wa Ghana Revenue Authority mpenifoɔ ɛnɛfoɔ edu 14 days so muntu anamo wɔn fa hyehyɛ pongu apono so na Oil Palm Development Association mpenifoɔ no hu ni sɛ ampa Ghana Revenue Authority fo tu anamo ne dika wɔn hwɛ hu sɛ ngo na wadwa so na yɛngo pa yɛnkɔfɔ yare bia mbrɛ Ghana na afei nso ngo nam sɛ bɔ kwaso na ewura ɔman mu no yɛbɛtimi ahwɛ na yɛtua ano
your mom 14 days. Your mom some market. Now smoking oil. You only grade now. Oil now. Yes, smoking work market. So only to a man uncle 2 1 more within the next 14 days. Almost share some offices now. What district now? And what your young woman now? Almost we are near class now. Almost some problem. Almost soon you get a person with you. And the young person can say remember. If you have to cut, be a man. You are some kind of one year to me. I'm going to stop this smuggling. As we know, say. So, no point more. Yeah, we say I'm negligent and you're saying higher as uncle any of my coaching could have you. To say, taking the leader and needed action. Yes, my dear, if we're a brother, you know, we have almost over 1 million people depending on this community.
Ora Paul Kwabrameni, or your president or the Oil Palm Development Association of Ghana Kunano, Prince Bafwa Samwa, Namanipo, Eni.
Na aposifoɔ bi de asɛm kɔdan court of appeal yɛ wɔ Kumasi sɛ wɔnka bi ma wɔnum saa aposifoɔ wɔn dodoɔ bɛyɛ sɛ aduanan 40 wɔn yɛ chief inspectors na wɔn kyɛ sɛ nsesɛ bi ɛbaayɛ a special promotion ɛyɛ amnesty program wa na nkasa sɛ yɛ promote saa aposifoɔ yi. Then time na Inspector General Police Dr. George Kofu Dampare but womu ye nunsise animu kokofu bobo enipa bi ye promote juniors no kra ye promote womu womu seniors ya womu akɔ school awi akɔde ntetiye yes sɛ ye promote womu no womu da so tim baby a womu tim womu di nkan di asɛm no kɔdan Kumasi High Court 7 sɛ wonka bi ma wonum His Lordship Justice Frederick Tete Ekatre Posifoɔ ne sɛ asɛm no a wɔn de baayɛ no wabɔ gu kyerɛ sɛ Posifoɔ wɔ nhyehyɛe yɛ a wɔn ankasa ɛyɛ wɔn adeɛ a obiara nkɔhyɛ wɔn na saa Posifoɔ asɛm no ante wɔn de ɛna wɔn tam asɛm no ɛsan ɛde kɔɔ a court of appeal sɛ wɔn ka bi ma wɔn na court of appeal tena aseɛ no. A 3-member panel. Na saa panel yi, His Lordship Justice Eric Ba and Nana Oye Titreni. Womu abo the High Court 7 at the baye no. Uma yenutabutu. Uma banua to Uma 10 no. Enti aposifo no. Omu deserve unum promotion no. Na what I say? Anya promotion keko. Ye promote unum wia. Sika bia na sese efa wo mu promotion wa yede ma wonum no aposifo ntua se sika ni nyina we kra de wo mu the time limit ato ho within 6 months no ya wulini no aba no ye ntua wo mu entitlement nyina emfa ma wonum na sa aposifo kire se post ye duma no wo ye duru ba bia kra no wo ma ye duma che ebi aye adwuma be se 25 years ya ebi kura akọ 30 years wa mu asomwa yanka akonya no baaye no esenka ye do mu kọ police academy ehọ no nya kọba pe na ye promote straight away no abaye assistant superintendent of police ya wabaye ASP wo mu da so gina wo mu anamwa ye mpagya wo mu ankosa dibre eno nenne court tena ase a wadi asem no ama aposifo aduanan ne se yem promote wonum na sika bi asafata so wonum nsaka no nso yansan emfanka ho na bra court wie na setena no a lawyer fo a wo mu tutaje sa aposifo mu baako aye miss ani agbetiafa woye lawyer ni yenia Samson Kwame Nyamete bisa ne se wo mani agede court kan ye hu ana.
But at the High Court, the action went against the police officers. And so we appealed to the Court of Appeal, claiming the same reliefs. The court actually asked us to inform the court about whether the writ, how we came by the action, by instituting an action through the writ, was a correct procedure, or there's another way of going by the action. Luckily for us, today the court gave a judgment and indicated that it was right for us to have brought the action by a writ. And so the court gave judgment in favor of these police officers. And the judgment of the court was that the police officers be promoted, and they are given 6 months for them to be promoted, and all the benefits that are due them to be paid to them accordingly. And in the words of the court, the act of the police board was an act of injustice, which did not inure to the benefit of this set of police officers who are all eligible and who deserve to be promoted. So today, it's actually justice that has been served in favor of these police officers. We are happy, and our clients, these officers who are happy that today justice has been served as always.
Dear yate say okase a lawyer for wututate aposifo no emu ba komes ani abetiafa yenua Samson Kwame Nyameta dawroma kumase amanebo ene yetifo TB
ma yenko ahoma no so eni nkomo kakra opani a yene ne ba be kasa eno a yene ne kasa a yene mom na ye fa ba ko bi ene fa foforo no ye hwe doctor ya ose adutwum okanipa numu a wo mo pri candifo di bia wo NPP amanyoko ni mo a ye ko Kumasi Technical University Wudu Institute of Research, Innovation and Development or no ene director Professor Smart Sapon opani majoy
ya media mejoso
Kumasi boko
egana dum Kumasi boko mejidi senkan so boko
ihu adama ukrayensa dia chen bio wadama ye wakachi anwumre nso a na eye doctor yan ose adutwum yenim se yanu nyina nimo se nipa numa wo mo presa kan dibia wo NPP amanyoko nim no waka ho bi ene se wo fa wahwehwe niwa no na wo gine e de hwese nipa num no a oru a wo se ya wadutwum oginamu a oginamu sen
good me mo ajo na mama ya tie fo nyina so ajo na maka se efi ase ajo adano se na tie fo ni ya efi ase no ye company Kennedy of Japan ho ensem kakra enema as delegates no koto aba na mu koto ama opani Kennedy a ombehwe so dia to aba ama no ye ba opani Dr. Brian Echampon ho ebe ka ne ho ansem na no benada no enura se ne aka ye no ye bobo so enema a ejina ho sonko edema opani Dr. Mahmoud Bawubia se adofo koto aba ama no a ombehwe ejina so dia to aba no dia ama no ene ye hwe opani Doctor Osei Yaw Edichum. Also, Oko ballot paper no so a ono no otoso 9 fourth on the ballot paper. Yina ye ni mopenyo Osei Yaw Edichum. Ono ogina bosomtwefo anemu se mahye bedwani efri emfie 2017 MNS oguso ejina so do on the third term mu anisa no a part of the 7th parliament, no a part of the 8th parliament. And a 9th parliament here fiasi so okahun yenim said Deputy Minister for Education 2017 to 2020 Emma nesom power de som yenti no opening na dango kwado bona baso se minister mu a edinka Cabinet Minister for Education 2021 kosi 2024 ene ye ka sei nyame adom no mo ka flag bearer aspirants enumu a pray MPP enim Frank Akrafo no na nyame na domo wadi Franka wadi ekononim akwa pray 2028 abato no say nim openi o say wadi chumwa say ni kase pa Ghana fo nim sami wa beka eye ni nim die sonko a owo entity mu anasa education ye mofra adantemu penimfo general education professional education ne kwanye befa so a your identity, be transforming a country through education. Into amount for ancient so say, your opinion say you do chumtina homano, and yet education no do no ending quantity. Ne kwanya ye fa disfiaso. E de esadani o mayeni emo mino esi impunto kwanso. Into say besha, onya kwan kakra se deputy minister no. You know the back credit in the TVET
technical vocational education and training ya DBA Osemo Kina Papa one friend Niagro. STEM schools, science, technology, mathematics, and engineering, mathematics, the STEM, no, and also the idea of Penina and friend Niagro. Maybe I'm sure Niema, baby, in addition to free education, no. Now, may who say, say, or no, by your man Penia, or be deviate a little from that theory based learning, no. Ye may be free school, but no, Brofak is here. It will come before crashing English for more than Brofo by. And so now, son, you must have found Sayabino now at the form city. Amagana generates a lot of English speakers instead of productive workforce. Almost he stands as the best person if it comes to education and transforming the minds of the people through education into a productive human being. Say, ye find entity a passo, near Sessa Nipa June free, Brofotintin, Atrotintia, so the emperor, the university table. So on to Selbeco School, we now bet me doing Sanua Juna Bibia Mau, Emma Ebia so my so. Yet also, you know, Ujina Homa, Nipa, Sabi, so the idea seen and this is so beya. Sempo sika ni ho so de beya ono ani mkwan of aswa ochini kopre sika e de ba beya sa de konde bo man no no nteti ye mu se nyina mi se nyina ye nyina ye nimu no na owo America schools ni bibiro ho no mu ana oye adwuma mu ana so sisi ya eye the ability to raise funds and the money chinchin ya kopemwa America sa abre no e di sisi ye sa ni mana ye nyina nim se oye wa America no Sasu no ba Ghana mre mu ye din onu anam kwa bi so raise funds e de bu a teacher professional training ne ho nema bibria na ekoso including some of these STEM schools ne de din ya bobo so nyina no ndi sabe apart from so owo nim die wa discriminate se ne be tie ma e mo atimi do musa no maduna ye adwuma no oyo bi so a se sika ni ho ana so de adbc ne ni so a e kwan obefa so be raise sika dia ya de kro no Nyame de sa adom achedie no adom no. Again, the messages are the nam no so ti ni pa dia. Na se megru no eda na kuma so pa. Sabe adisua mu free nkorabe mu akosi PhD. It appears most of them falls within the youth range. In this our fa adisua so ama wanya adwuma na se we free before tenten atimi aye adwuma nya agane de supervisor. He cares about the youth and intends to create jobs, both for youth who have completed school and then this time, only personal additional dealing in Abe near me transform you into Inda Obipi na Wunya Juma Nasa once betimi Iowa Jumaye. Wakasa be brave Ediafa MP for no any party in Kwabaswa or Din Kabum Beba the party mu Nempo Ebiaso Ghana Yina so. Now saying so no Osha Adibako Pa Waka Wasem a year. Accountability and that's accountable governance. Sabe corruption and kwanya o mansika amanfo bi fa so ye ne basabasa no o hwe ne messages ni mu a waka de sisu pise ono na penso bibi sa intimi nsi tourism sabe nyankopon nyema odi acha yen eni ya mamre ni amanie no so be fa so no de develop Ghana and na fe industrialization enyuma say baby new mama Ghana mebanya bia ni nyina ka ne messages or the airborne to an ho ni sunu ni by the say nyina ye ni or a calm tempered man or you be or you well composed so better there be na adwuma no and sabe be obeti bebre die but kwanya be fa so abe conductor ho no so ya ne hu na pa or a very calm tempered person or a elder of the Church of Pentecost edu Openi Brian the champion dear so no me kaye. Saturday Oba Basra sorry Ghana ha Openi Brian the champion in uniform crack. So also now called Church of Pentecost Ghana ni worldwide Openi elder honorable Dr. Oseyo Ebichum omunsi uniform crack was some ni nyame ewo na sorry Church of Pentecost mu. Oye fairly outspoken or maybe a kanika sabuashe ni yem. Or a grassroots man, Sabe, the work in the constituency reflects the work across the country. Sabe in Kurase, Ejumaya nursing and this a Kumudian, but some trains with the nursing cook I can see him like a clearly. Offer Puto Janum for years, no contact, no Yadiria. Yakina, said, would do people who animals and what's in your country. You can grassroots man, somebody who works within the tight or hard areas and or penny or say, or bichumka. The legislative experience, so I should be need for 3 terms, and that's when it term, a man some experience to be able to govern. And the mayor so say, or sound so yet, and now cabinet minister or executive and cabinet experience and what a bit to me abuanuma, so the man penima Ghana, and I'll be a manuku MPP and Nimna Ghana for them, Yaman Penia. A Bemanati, a very fine president for this republic. Or say diplomatic, said only diplomatic, counting into Naman on Yajuma, now to mention a Brofuni means I was one as a mama who do. Means I was so do baby cry na Kenya no money Africa mama ni bi the father said omraho na omra mebo mu social education then it makes him a man of international appeal sabi obetimi edigan na nima kopri bibi edi ababe boye nti enyama we no ejina ho as a strength for penny or say we do and we say those but we no there. So delegates do Kakotua Bano or Kotua Mosai or Duchum honorable. For me to say he is a man who can represent the country very, very well based on and same year market can any Afofra, Abia Muso, Mafete Bibia, Mua Muti.
Prof, I know be so close away for Dr. Baumia, whom I may say Missao, a war. Doctor, I was say a Duchum Dianaso. Sese me no ka say NPP amanyo konu nim say aba wo mu tu ni titiri pa ye say omo otu ayi nipa come 2028 obebo no wagi tumi am omo no mase ababa mu bio Doctor ya ose adutum kakra waka me atin ene afoforo a wosusu say obi ampo nim a ebia obi susu enim edefa ne hu bibisa wo say come 2028 say koba ne say empo primacy amanyo konu delegate ne toma no de tumi ma ne say wo flag bearer Obetumia standed the test of time for 2028 general election one now.
Well, one more Obetumia started the test of time now. You look at CPA back when opinion say and I mean no sure they be free by Sebit. When to me you had the test of time, I am one of the best presidents Ghana will ever have. So the baby we good nipa be brave mercy. I did back when say you feel very, very humble beginning, no. I understand you a different perception of view about life. My Yami Pejans are very, 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 very careful. Obekai sense no way feeling why I on kai say no free jache pram so I say ho baby. And then Yami na dom Pejan kakra be do be so for no. You na obi very mindful of how to handle things. And we are better people. Unless you be a said you no be able to be free but me say openi ofay do to we be fit baby I free na me na don peja na adin kodu be their humble beginnings are very important watch word and I say watch light are a dominant everywhere they go and now person who so be ya dey so ya fa toto kakra ya dey share nsem no me ode ye ne ho na me ni so overall best minister ewo na nadan kwa mamu ni twa to yi mu a me sure say bia won't sign education minister home and Franco before. Really? The man, no. Yes, sir. Yes, madam. Sanet young. Oh, well, so for any bush. Nancy, no, near Casa Saito, because schools maybe not a year. And so the model that he began with, you know, it tells you, sir, na Neniche, the Ghana, which are not to go. On any MPP abanye chasana to what and name the basic school dying. Me say I think I come with him and if your parents say but say is school dying after opinion say we do chumwa. And this abanye wabasu school dying be na or ba basic. Because there's a standard that has been set quite different from the normal thing na ni makosi say near the boy of for him. Go and check some of the schools at Forsen. Mikuma Bumusu Nkoni beso okonkra bedo school ko so nti sabe kaka e de man no em say otimi nya bibi di tire say we na maye nipa bi saa no o de kɛseɛ hyɛ me nsa we are very sure sɛ obetumi ayɛ but akɔyɛ delegate election and we wait to see the outcome from the delegates of the MPP.
Okay, dance papa then say kra no ya kenkan anwumere yampo we ka se bopono so ya kenkan samu penifo bi akotra se aye nhwehwemu ya wo mode ababeto emonchen so ye from Center for Public Opinion and Awareness ora Michael Donyina mensa de ababeto dwa se Dr. Bomia en ho pampan ne da so a edi animu na wo ye no di firi won so a de oto so aye owura Kennedy wo mo maka ne de ase wo mo fa nkwa wo mo ho fom ho na ombutu fom pa wo da fa na ma se fra na menko enfa ema omo wode toto de wo kan hu a obobeka se edie pa na ewo doctor ya ose adutwum a upon the campaign na proba wo kwai se bia delegate na dwene nyanko ne so a simatete wo twe wo madwene ade asiso se wono na wusu se ebia obeboa ana se we eye qualities bi won ho a you think or you suggest say wo mo hwe no so de toma no eboa.
Well, qualities I wonder who are delegates where the toma na ebeboa bebre ni abobosi na akoye adeton maybe they have a lot of options to choose from enti eneno de ye ton abod osay ye odu chumono abo ho dawro sani edi kan boy ye no ye bo Penny Kennedy so ho dawro ya bo opani Brian ni champion ho dawro ya bo opani Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho dawro in economics they say choice comes when there are alternatives or when you have alternatives. Enti yebekɔ so aka mfo nipa ni nyinaa di ama mamenka wa fidie so sɛ mɛma num ni nyinaa sɛ fata sɛne adwuada yɛkafa opani Ken ho abuna de yɛkafa opani Brian ho anra yɛkafa opani Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho ene yɛkafa opani Osei Odutwum ne ho enti obi afa nhyɛ ne tim mɛma num ni nyinaa fa nhyɛ mu tim sɛ ani omu nyinaa fata they are very unique rich experiences ne ade a umbetimi di aboa. But the delegates are always wise. Whoever they would bring, whoever they would vote for no would not mean say now when they unite and they forge ahead as one body after I think that in a rich experience everybody now watching MPP Timi Bedi or my subioa or with the experience and the combined effect no eba boamo mano every adumwa kwadum.
Prophet as papa wadama yedi besi ha.
Nice one, yamen come on.
Amen. Yedi se chance yeda fofro. Professor Smart Sapon Oye Director Institute of Research, Innovation and Development ewo Kumasi Technical University. And na ye Dr. Yang Osei Odutwum ye gina we so na ya tonkraba ye ba ye be wie kase no.
When you're going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury Alogris paint. Don't be any painting be paint. The luxury acrylic paint. Paint me champion. When you're going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury Alogris paint. Don't be any painting be paint. The luxury acrylic paint. Paint me champion.
Happy delightful June. Swachilala, chichi sauce. Afranapa. A preparation breakfast I was in your mind. To happy delightful juice against with toast, cereal, and even them cool and a brand new fifi. Most of free man. Happy delightful juice. Son of one. And you be have a mental relaxing way. When you're let's say what a chamado. Happy delightful juice. Of an baby, I bring you all day long. Fruit juice. I'm happy delight. One different flavor. Different size. You number 1 liter. Number from 150. And now 250. And then healthy life shows on your supermarket. Healthy life free juice. Loaded with taste.
We are the number one. The 15th Gold Bond RTP Awards 2025 is here. The prestigious awards is slated for Saturday, 7th February 2026 at the Accra International Conference Center. Red carpet starts at 6 p.m. The event will also award the top 10 most performed public company CEOs of 2025 with lots of artists performing on the night. The 15th Gold Bond RTP Awards is powered by Big Events Ghana and sponsored by Gold Bond, Visa King, RTP Media Training Institute, RTP Skills Development Institute, Institute, RTP Mall, AgriFed Ghana, CocoFed, Knee Fashion, Coco Trade Ghana, Ride Along, Neurosurge Energy Drink, A to Z Auto Services, and Special Ice Mineral Water. For Peace News, to win the Best Radio News Program of the Year award, dial star 920 star 111 hash and enter nominee code 376 to vote.
Challenge these days, new level crown. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank. Ooh, okay. And that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle, and the terms are just flexible. Wow. Your salary deserves better. Oh.
My salary deserves better, Pa. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider.
Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I'm on your side, Fidelity.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Yama yetiefo nyina kwa abakase ebono wasi. Miki the triple darling and original kunya. Ebono wachi ameba around the world. Yawa de nyumre bia 8 na yede abremo. Magere wasajma to torchlight will need. Afe ko Johansson was up and down kama ya wote OKFM obomonyom PCD make the triple darling amansan tia me kwabena mafo ana
nana ama anotufo enafe
Sadat Mohammed kasebo mo aseda no yamfama Osons Chemist and Osons Galley capsules bebo ye chidom MTNC we do for you everywhere you go. Now, Hisense electrical appliances now open Quadia showrooms in a dozen. Ghana for the Borum Kodakwajo. Now, the Dudu so bit me after 0302 550 000 0302 550 000. Hisense say everyday prices for everyday people. Don't free systems when this way they so be a few around your woman a boom. And when you society general crab and this is Yaba. Udan was see Uncle Duban Peso also boss one who nasa bra. Yama won chance ni bi na da kobo da no so yama wa fe akusin fi hya miensa o ho yada abra ne betwa yenka umpe we na de na ope for ni kire mu e wo East Legon Trinity Theological Seminary nche ho no mo pe Allied Force Station echi ne wo je numbers ne frɛ 0543 661716 0543 661716 ana say 0243 232 818 0243 232 818 number chat 0308 040 096 0308 040 096. Doffer free system dear when you took roofing, think Doffel. Budget Cash and Carry Limited at the Blue Jeans Energy Drink a boy chidom, Bayan Finch, Duno, any chidini. Any new Blue Jeans Energy Drink, one of the nebo pum dimpa, vitamin B2, B3, B6, B12, Torino Gurana, Ubena Sunfaso, Bamanu ye, or Basunu ye. The radio one offer Budget Cash and Carry Limited 0208 128 190 0208 128 190 and I say 0550 010 000 0550 010 000. Pepsodent is one who did beko ya a droba hope abofro say your frubu sanoa and one Pepsodent. Now your herba cavity fighter, triple protection, and a check with just a bois, and when you fit our see, mana one day and more did you see a chinam to Kruja or Kakania daddy, in every room, and to store a bear woman or also Pepsodent, a son say, you did Siri Biano, a here. Now, what spices will just so. A dance if you spices do na woni nyina mu enti no so ufredi na wo spices e beboa no waduane no eyi hwa na chese aye da e wo Henry Spices enti choba no restaurant fo anne moda so de signboard sisi kwan ho atwam etetesem waduane da wo se no na twetwe dom dem awo try wo Henry Spices na hwa de na wo be hu ni say in fact ye was spices na wo spices na mo papa ne de ye Henry varieties in wotwe eni wo dwa so ntu fredi a na wajibi e beboa wo am waduane no akọ square ne dodo mu anu 0207 805 398 0207-805-398 and I say 0244-525-908 0244-525-908 or Henry Spices in the Edu Ruta natural product Edu Ruta Meshaba it's malaria pa na malaria mo wan se be mo jam no wanya du public se Ruta Mesha no mo a asenko ebekun na Ruta Titanic so timi typhoid na papa wonum no na esan bo mo je bia fusani woni paduanum unko no Ruta nronwi e matches ana asenko che woni ana se wonsa e mo je be bia fusani ye e woni paduanum ti Ruta nro de no ono mo a te se na de bo ba ko akum no mamienu ubo pharmacy herbal shop chemical shop Ghana for na nyina won se be ka bi de dodo mu ana 0242 662-220 0242-662-220 Ruta natural product the best in the market Lawson Herbal Center at the Lawson local mecha bedwaso na eboa man pa ya man do tatahwe enti yeast infection bacterial infection fungal infection yifiri ho ama himfi ho no mo chekama enti ma wanu mu bie no ene Dr. Lawson fancy nko an oje the virgin doctor san say aboa mama aye virgin wo ye oba person wo siesie ho na wo ye virgin a nkututu nduro bia nsem fatan fan hyehyɛ wo ho kono ko pe Lawson local mecha na nom ensiesie se wo ba no na eboa ma wo ye oba mu bema won so no yeyi ebia no akobebe no kwase yekọ infection watete aye ho kono ko pe Lawson local mecha kyira kwan no nom ebeboa wo ama won so endem yade wa hodo wadi so nkonim obo pharmacy herbal shop chemical shop Ghana for na nyina won se be ka bi no dodo mu ano afre Lawson Herbal Center 0248 619 999 0248-619-999 and that's 0242-133-577 0242-133-577 Ecobank is here ne abefu sikasemu dwedie na aba enti bank bia wo bekono o ma sha say yusu digital platforms to dige dwuma na wonim say Ecobank ne sha ase de oh yes Ghana nyina na Ecobank ne sha ase de abefu sikasemu dwedie ni ba ya manfo osua dodo na so huni yo enti ba bia wo kro sika no se abefu sikasemu dwedie no mu hu na ni so yifiri ho na fa beto Ecobank esan say Ecobank de ya ma oni ye ya ma papa no mobile app ni giso ye adwuma Ecobank Pay ekoso Express Point Ghana for na nyina bi na so mfaso Ecobank is right where you are. Ecobank, a better way to bank your way. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank. Council Meshaba, I bedum Ghana, I bedum US, I bedum Adasa, and can me name. Say I try to sense as Sabrone will do. In Tiene, do not academ, do not account cumum, do not so you superma, the Sabrada woman. And ya, I won't unity crumple their crown, when Timiko baby, if you have blanket in Yina, these are more the Catano, Sansa Sabrone, intimate. Council Meshaba. Wunye binano no mo a etumi a try to see sasabro firi ho ama pomdie pa onse tumi ka bi empenufo na wo fie na wo nsama ayi de ontimi so hwe mu arthritis no wunya cancer mecha beboa no sasabro no so ne sisi na se ne kotodwe wunya cancer mecha yi firi ho ama pomdie pa onse tumi ka bi na cancer mecha na ye trust in Jehovah clinic e wotakwa ene diaba enti o wotakwa ne mpate mu a number bit ma fere so 0244-871-862 0244-871-862 kaswale ne mpate mu 0245-012-201 0245-012-201 or cash drug lane 0244-683-583 0244-683-583 cancer mixture a world devoid of sickness. When you make a baby, you don't cast your paw, you did ever some more. Cast your bono as see. Your mammo,